of the 9th National Assembly, the Director General of Femi Wase Campaign Organization.
No. Okay, please go ahead.
The Director General of Femi Wase Campaign Organizations, my colleagues, members-elect of the 9th Assembly, permit me to say we are here today to address a world press conference with about 100 members-elect of the 9th Assembly on behalf of the campaign organization of Femi Wase Ticket. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, it is important to know the leader, the person that have been leading this campaign organization in the person of our brother, our friend and our mentor, the Director General of Femi Wase Campaign Organization, in the person of Honorable Jibrin Abdul Mumini, together with the members-elect of the 9th Assembly. He is here as a reputable gentleman whom we know he is quite good at drawing straight lines irrespective of whose ox is goofed. And by the special grace of God, today justice is going to be done to some certain situation that the people of Nigeria will require to listen to. At this juncture, without much ado, let me have the honor and privilege to tell you that the Director General of the campaign organization is standing with our colleagues, cognate members of the National Assembly, our leaders, and as well as members-elect of the 9th Assembly. But at this juncture, let me have the singular honor and privilege to kickstart this program by calling on the Director General of the Femi Gbajabiamila Wase Campaign Organization, who is a role model to some of us, to, as a matter of fact, address this World Press Conference. Sir, I have the privilege to invite you. Thank you.
No, I'm going to address here. This is what is it what I'm supposed to use or
directly? This? I need a clearance. Larry, please let me understand. This particular one?
I don't need this. And then that's fine. I think he skipped opening prayers, so I will just save time by just saying, in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Honorable colleagues, who are purely members-elect, both returning members and, of course, new members, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we'll welcome you to this press briefing by the Femi and Wase Campaign Council. I am leading the press conference in my capacity as the Director General, alongside about 100 members elect across party lines. And of course, the focus of our press conference is to give an update on the campaign and also use the opportunity to make clarifications on some issues. Just a bit of housekeeping. I think if we are good to go, then the crossing over and the rest can be a bit distracting. So this is going to be a very brief one, so please, we need some kind of attention, right? Good afternoon, distinguished members of the press. In the last few weeks, the media has been awash with, once again, what has become a recurring fabrication of false accusations and outright lies against the person of the leader of the House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. The latest was a live press conference addressed yesterday by someone claiming to be speaking on behalf of Coalition of United Political Party, COP. But for the publicity the press conference attracted, we would have simply ignored the baseless and unfounded allegations. For the benefit of doubt, we wish to state once again and emphatically clear that Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila has never been convicted for any crime in the United States of America, Nigeria, or any other country around the world for that matter. He has never been accused of corruption and has no corruption case hanging on his neck in Nigeria or anywhere around the world. He has never been accused. He has never committed perjury and has never committed perjury in Nigeria or any country of the world. He was eligible to contest in all previous elections he won, and indeed eligible to contest for the office of Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 9th Assembly. Honorable Femi has severally and comprehensively responded to these allegations, provided clarifications, and set records straight. The allegations have also been tested and struck out in court of law in Nigeria. The State Bar of Georgia has also written and categorically stated that there is no criminal conviction in the matter relating to Honorable Femi, and he is currently an active member in good standing of the State Bar of Georgia. All these facts are in public domain. This is the letter from the Georgia Bar, and it's in the public domain. And of course, this is the judgment from the Federal High Court, Justice Kafarati. We further wish to state that Honorable Femi has not been served any summon by an area court, neither has he been notified by the clerk of the National Assembly. We are worried that those behind these antics are trying to drag the judiciary and our revered judges to what is clearly a hatchet job. The judiciary must not allow itself to be mixed in such cocktail of deaths. This campaign of calumny is orchestrated by persons orchestrated to poison the minds of our leaders against Honorable Femi, which has failed woefully. Now the agenda is to smear his reputation through creation of illusion of truth, an idea of repeated lying until people are forced to believe. We urge the general public to disregard the falsehood being peddled around. It is also very strange that a private citizen or organization will be filing criminal charges against an individual. From our understanding of legal procedure, that can only be done by the state. Honorable Femi, in his usual manner, has maintained a dignified silence, knowing truth to be a constant. However, he has now instructed his lawyers to take every necessary legal step against all those involved and their three parliamentary conspirators and sponsors to seek redress and sue for defamation with immediate effect. Indeed, Femi, on his own, has put this matter out there in the public domain in his biography titled Fearless, written by Wale Okediran, a former colleague 6 years ago. Specifically, page 25, where he comprehensively addressed the matter, we remain focused and undeterred and prepared for whatever antics they may further unfold. Whatever they choose to do, and however they choose to do such, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila and Honorable Ahmed Idris Wasi will be on the floor of the House on the 11th, live and direct, to be elected Speaker and Deputy Speaker respectively. Respectively, to take over from Speaker Yakubu Dogara, who ceases to be Speaker from tomorrow, Thursday, 6th June 2019, after our valedictory session. Honorable Femi has had a successful private legal practice career, both in Nigeria and abroad. He has had a distinguished career in the parliament, being a 5-term member and rising all the way in the legislature from minority leader and subsequently majority leader. A feat only him holds in the history of Nigerian parliament. He is a loyal Nigeria and party man. He is upright, honest, hardworking, competent, level-headed, team player, and a uniting force. He demonstrated this clearly after losing the last election narrowly in 2015. He accepted defeat with grace and, as always, demonstrated absolute loyalty to Speaker Dogara and the institution of the House, despite having the latitude to revolt and make the House ungovernable. He has worked tirelessly supporting his friends, but some of them, including me, let him down in 2015. I have since repented. And I'm also calling on all orders, the few orders that are left, to also repent and seek forgiveness in their own interests. You know, 2019 is not 2015, will not be 2015, and shall never be 2015. The two circumstances are different in so many ways. Femi will win in the name of God. As the famous singer Shakira sang, this time is for Femi. And of course, Honorable Ahmed Wasi. Before any endorsement, Honorable Femi was first our choice. Before he was endorsed, he was our choice. We, the members, decided he is the speaker we want. His candidature has received the largest number of endorsements across party lines by any speakership aspirant. He has been endorsed by his colleagues, members-elect. Here we are, and you've seen us in so many fora. He has been endorsed by the president, the party leaders, governors, and other stakeholders across party lines. It is no wonder he remains the clear favorite to win the speakership race come next week. Quite disturbing is the fact that the person who addressed the press conference yesterday in his usual pattern went beyond Honorable Femi and attacked President Buhari. Our parties, our governors, and other leaders through spreading outright falsehood and hate speeches capable of causing tension and security problems across the land. We have written petition to the Inspector General of Police and other security agencies to get to the bottom of this matter and take all necessary action against him and his sponsors, who we have reliable information about their identity. Apparently, the sponsors of this blackmail have their words, in their own words, already conceded victory to Honorable Femi. It is curious that they made so much emphasis on the need to keep our voting secret in an era when Nigerians are calling for transparency in our parliament, while noting that the National Assembly is not a secret court. For us, secret or open ballot, Honorable Femi will win. Inshallah. We wish to reinstate that Honorable Femi will run an all-inclusive House, with all the parties carried along in running the affairs of the House, committees, and other responsibilities inclusive. It is no surprise that we adopted the slogan, nation building, a joint tax. And of course, some colleagues call it a rainbow coalition. So far, we have secured the endorsement of parts of the PDP caucus consisting of part of the PDP caucus and other opposition parties consisting of about 60 members. We are also in talks with the other part of the PDP caucus, and hopefully we will conclude with them today. Inshallah. We do this in firm belief on the need to bring everybody on board. However, we had already secured numbers to win the speakership race weeks ago. And so, our effort to reach out to other members is not out of the desire to win the election, but it is the genuine interest of Honorable Femi and we members of the team to ensure that the House, everyone, all parties are carried along. So it is beyond winning the election. Our focus as lawmakers, especially the cognate members, there is something we always say, that the day after election. So beyond the 11th, we are looking at on the 13th, because on the 12th is public holiday, when all of us, the 360 of us, will be in chamber. Our party, the APC, has clarified that we are free to negotiate with others, because I know you now, later you will do headline, Jibrin go against APC. The party has given us, they've given us the go-ahead to negotiate with other parties. So the APC in itself, it's not against us internally negotiating with other parties to ensure the stability and the peace and stability of the House. We wish to thank Mr. President for the trust and support, and further assure him that we will not disappoint him. Similarly, we wish to thank our party, the APC, and other parties that endorsed the candidacy of Femi Wasi. We wish to thank governors across party lines. Femi Gbajabiamila signed to that effect and also kept our campaign going. Let me take that again. Governors across party lines, and most importantly, hundreds of members elect that have kept our campaign going and signed to vote for Honorable Femi and Wasi for Speaker and Ahmed Idris Wasi as Deputy Speaker. Agents, in conclusion, of destabilization, who wants to see the National Assembly constantly in crisis and at war with other arms of government, will fail. Nigerians are tired of seeing such fights. Nigerians want to see governance, peace, and sustainable development. That is the cardinal point of Honorable Femi. That is the speaker we offer to Nigeria. We have a date with history on the 11th. Thank you, and God bless. We will, who is going to coordinate?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, thank you. Thank you.
No. That's a good one.
It's already taking place. It's supposed to be tomorrow.